Hello and welcome back to the FSL Valorant Open Circuit 2021. We are in the upper bracket still, and it's going to be Femelle versus Alter Ego Celeste. The map's going to be split, and that was Femelle's pick. Map pick went for Femelle. Side pick, however, was Alter Ego Celeste, and of course they picked defense. We saw them play yesterday against Arcata Resta. I don't have a good feeling about this matchup.
You know, honestly, I don't think Celeste really care if they're playing attack or defense. Because when they play defense, they just push straight at you. I mean, we saw a couple of times where ARC were able to punish that, which was they were like, okay, we know Celeste is going to peek the garage. We're just going to camp here. The second the hit comes out, we shoot them. So there is that, opportunity. But that's kind of only if Celeste play that over-aggressive defensive style that we do see sometimes. The thing is, I'm not really sure how much Femelle is really playing into Alter Ego Celeste mindset right here because, as you said, Femelle did pick split. The thing is, Celeste are really good on split too. Yesterday during the group stage matches, they won on Icebox Ascent and they also played split twice. That's where 2 of their game wins came from. So they're kind of wondering, they pick split, but Celeste are also really good on this map. We will see. We will see just how well Femelle have it prepared for this. Femelle as a team, definitely no slouch. We just saw them in that previous game versus Hades. Went very close. It was a 13-10. We stuck around during the break for the all chat from both sides, and we saw the 1v1 Omen. We saw Fear just telling Envious, "You killed me 9 times."
You killed me 9 times. Repent. Pay for your sins.
Yeah, and she said something like, "Go stare at the wall."
And Envious was like, "Okay, I will."
Yeah, Envious was like, "Why am I getting flamed again?" Because earlier Chloe was also like, "Man, that 1v1."
You gotta love it. You gotta love the all chat. Sorry, girls, if we're calling you out on stream, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's awesome. Femelle, though, other statistics. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. They did win split yesterday, 13-4, and there has to be a reason why they picked this map, despite knowing that they're probably gonna start on attack. So we're gonna have to see how this one plays out. And they're, of course, on Raze this time, a little bit different. Not sure if it's going to be hyper-aggressive. Right now, they're playing it a little bit more defensively. We have the Omen smokes all across mid, and Kfredidi will be peeking, and she will get shut down by a Neri. Paint shells are traded, and she's going to push up front. She's looking for the shot. She runs out of ammo. She's going to get blast pack. She does have her heal, but she's just a little bit too antsy. Her teammates are there to back her up, though, and they are looking to push this mail room position. Headshot to sound things off. Spike has been downed, and of course, it's a 3v2. Oh, Rue has something to say about that, though.
Yeah, I mean, I was wondering what Taranthula was going to play because Inari was like, okay, I'm just going to lock in the Raze. But yeah, 1v1. Envious doesn't see Iceberg at all at Vents. That's really surprising to me because one of the things that we were really praising Envious for, as you guys remember, the last game she was playing that Omen was just her positioning, those flanks. She was just really good at those rotations and just knowing where and when are the good spots to be able to catch people out. So it's just really surprising that she got surprised instead in Vents. But yeah, talking a bit about the agent composition, I think we don't really see Inari play Raze as much. I mean, we do see her play Raze, but it's just that Tarathiel on their team is pretty much the Raze main. She is the Raze goals out in FSL. She's a good team Raze player. So it's kind of surprising that this time they are putting her on Sage.
Oh my god. Hold up.
It's Bucky days again.
Asia composition side, I see a bunch of Buckies. Oh my god.
I think they're like, I don't know.
No! Inari!
I don't know if they played Agent Select and we're like, you know what, we'll play whatever agent we want, but we're all just going to play Bucky.
Oh my god. Femelle, they're stuck in this ramps position just because they're Buckies, and they still decided to push into ramps. Tarathiel was there to cut them off, and I mean, just Buckies again for days.
That was nuts. I mean, Alter Ego Celeste, we saw them run that 3 Bucky yesterday. The thing is, after round 1, we were like, okay, so maybe they're going to play it a bit more textbook this time around. But they won that round 1, and they're like, you know what? We're going now. It's go time. Round 2, we've got the gold advantage, but we don't need the gold advantage because we're just going to drop 900 on Bucky. I mean, excuse me?
It's just, oh my god. First of all, you have to be super precise. So props to AE Celeste for having that Second of all, this is just disgusting. The way they're able to make this work. I love it, but I hate it. Give me rifles. We're up all night to have fun. We're up all night to get some, and we are up all night to get Bucky. Envious, though, this time shuts them down in their faces with a Vandal. You try to peek me with a Bucky, I'm going to shoot a Vandal shot in your face. Myers has something to say about that as well, and they could have very well opened up a site now. They are trying to bait out the information plays from AE. They're trying to get them to over-rotate, so right now they're just playing a little bit slow on mid. They're going to shoot down the walls, and they will have the option to rotate through to B or A based off of that, and that's going to keep AE on their toes. But at the same time, if I were Femelle, I have to be careful. I cannot just rush onto a side just because if I push a little bit too aggressively without any cover, I'm going to get shot in the face with a Bucky.
Yeah, if I were Femelle, I would just go back to my roots, go back to what my team tag is, which is actually FML. I love their team tag so much.
Okay, FML, FML, Aneri, stop this! No, she gets a double kill! But of course, Rue has something to say. Showstopper into play, and she will gain control over the site. They need to get the spike planet. They should be able to, but Tarathiel comes in with a peek, and Rue anticipated that. Beautiful headshot, gives them the win, and now the momentum is on their side. AE Celestè, they should be able to buy back into this round, but let's see what they decide to go with. Of course, Aneri goes with another Bucky.
Of course. I mean, name me a more iconic duo, Aneri and Bucky. I'll be waiting right here for you guys to come up with one. But it is a bit rough for Tarathiel, I think, towards the end of that round. You could see when she was over at Elbow over at CT, right? So she's on stage. I think she's used to playing Raze. So if you're at Elbow, you kind of want to have your abilities to clear out the corners, get some extra vision. She's used to being able to throw those paint shells, being able to throw that satchel and getting onto the site, play aggressively. However, on stage, I think it's kind of, you know, limiting her a bit, just forcing her not even just to play that utility, but just the fact that she can't clear sight confidently with the abilities that she now has.
That's the strength of having a Raze on this map. Paint shells, boombots, you gain information, you clear people out of corners, and you do damage as well. But they got two Buckies on AE Celeste's side. Two Buckies. Again.
I mean, it's not three.
We're going to have to see if it plays off. Of course, right now, Aneri's just waiting for the peak. This time, they weren't as hyper-aggressive as yesterday, but they're still playing the Buckies. And of course, if they walk into this, which they very well will do so, it's going to be the shot from the Bucky. It misses, but Tarathiel does get a double kill off of that. And now Iceberg is here to pincer them into this middle position. They cannot push out of it unless they get the kill. Myers does manage to make it work. She heals herself, and they hear the ropes. They're going to rotate over onto A right now. And of course, a little bit slow on the rotate are AE Celestè.
Yeah, Reyna's doing that great thing, which is just, you know, watching the flank, watching to make sure that the Sage drop down from heaven was going to be clear. You mean this time? Guess what? The Jenners misses 4 in a row, though, but lands that critical one at the end, picks up Envious. It's 1v2. There's that debuff coming out from Omen. Are they going to be able to catch out Sage here? They're both on site. Going for the diffuse. Mirrors the land. Coming in clutch at the end of that one. I mean, Celestè, props to them. There was absolutely nothing wrong with the way they played that out. They knew they were 2v1, so what they did was they dropped the Jet Cloudburst, and then they just put their confidence in Jet. They were saying, okay, so Omen's going to diffuse, Jet is going to 1v1 her. The thing is, Jet lost that 1v1. At that point in time, Margot was like, hold up, wait a minute, because she was caught in the middle of the diffuse. So, yeah, really huge props to Myers at the end of that to pick up that 1v2.
Perfect gunplay, just crisp aim, perfect spray down. But aside from that, minor flaw in Ayumi's Cloudburst, it hit the wall instead of floor, so it kind of became a one-way smoke.
Exactly,
for
you could
Myers.
see legs.
Exactly, so it allowed her to get that perfect shot onto Margot. If it completely concealed Margot on the other hand, then it would have been a different story. But aside from that, right now, again, still, we got 3 Buckies in this 5th round of the game. We'll have to see if it pays off. I keep saying that, but it's just, they keep buying the Buckies. So they really love this play, but at the same time, they're playing it pretty decently. The way that they're holding these positions, they're not giving up information, and they know that Femelle tends to play really slowly. They're not rushing onto sites, they're not flashing, they're not just flooding in, they're walking as a team. And walking as a team, you might lose 1 or 2 players to a full forced Bucky shot. Now they're trying to be a little bit more careful about how they come around these corners. You can see that the way they're peeking and swinging, it's a lot wider, a lot farther away from the wall. Of course, the paranoia gave the Margot's position away, but at the same time, it's buying time. We got 30 seconds left on the clock now, and the spike is still on the ground. There is a res, but they need to get the spike planted.
Yep, Samir's gonna res Catharsis just to make sure they're even on numbers right here, 5v5, but they've got less than 20 seconds. You can see the team just hightailing it through Series, just trying to make it to A. That's the thing, the KJ tower is gonna spy them, and Neri popping that showstopper. It's gonna be a clear side down long if the team comes in, picks up 1, does get fall damage off of the side though.
No way!
No!
No! Neri! She's doing it! One more shot! They don't have time! The thrifty win goes to AE Celeste!
That is abuse! Somebody call the cops! This is Femelle abuse that we're watching on stream. That is not fair!
Oh my god, Riot, nerf the Bucky, please.
Oh my god, I cannot tell you how inspired I am to buy Bucky and my Valor games tonight. You don't even understand. That's the thing about FSL, where we see a lot of kind of like meta that is unique to FSL. I mean, a couple of games, a couple seasons ago, we were seeing this like Stimbeacon Ares Brimstone play.
I do that.
Yeah, that is, I mean, that's pretty much meta right now. The first time I saw it, I was so inspired. I was like, I'm doing this tonight. Tonight, though, I'm going home to buy Bucky because maybe that's my ticket to reach a Radiant Immortal like these girls.
Oh yeah, hashtag we're up all night to get Bucky in the chats, please. But of course right now we have Vandals as well. A Yuumi, beautiful headshot to stop the push from Femelle. Right now they have control over the A site, and Neri spotted her out. She still has her Bucky, and she's looking to secure this kill. The wall goes up though, so Screens has been locked out. They will shoot it down, but Slow Orb is in play as well. They have to be a lot more careful about how they approach this retake. But of course, we're talking about AE Celeste here. They know what they're doing, but so does Femelle. A lot of headshots across the board right now. The Vandals are into play. Can you handle the Vandal? But it's gonna be a Neri and Margot to secure the kill at the end. 4-2 right now is the score, and AE Celeste are not showing signs of slowing down whatsoever.
This is really clever coming out from Alter Ego Celeste. So they're switching it up, right? As much as we want to say that, you know, Bucky's kind of a cheese sort of strat, what they're doing is, you know, first round they play standard with the pistols, second round they went for Bucky, third round they went for Bucky as well. This time around they switched to rifles, which really means that, you know, Femelle, they're kind of expecting that shotgun play. They're expecting to, like, you know, someone camping around the short corner. Right. What AE Celeste did this time was they actually went for the long play just to make sure that with that superior rifle gun, they were going to be able to win those trades because hashtag gun diff. So this is actually so smart. Femelle have no idea if Celeste are going for Bucky or if they're going to play standard at any given round.
It's operational conditioning at its best is what it is.
PTSD, was that what you said?
No, conditioning. They're thinking, all right, these girls are going to use Buckies, and then they switch things up. You never quite know if they're going to be Bucky players or Vandal players at any given time, and that is why Femelle, you can see the paranoia settling in. They're not sure how they want to approach these sides. They're not sure how they want to approach their fights, because anytime they do so, it's kind of a toss-up. Right now, it's a Vandal from Iceberg, and a Yuumi just comes in with a big flag, double kill. They're trying to take the duel Iceberg, and they lose completely. It's a flawless round victory for AE Celeste.
Holy cow, that flank was so well played. Femelle they were in shock. They were just like, wait a minute. Was that a Neri? A Neri and Iceberg with the flank, I think it was. I think it was Iceberg. Yeah, she flanked around over at B, and it was just like, Wild Iceberg appeared.
A Wild Iceberg appeared. 6 of the Titanic. And Femelle are just dazed and stunned. I mean, how do you counter-strat this team that's playing on defense, but they're pushing? Oh my gosh. You're never quite sure what AE Celeste are going to do next. So they're playing it super slow. They don't want to over-aggress. anytime they do so, they might get shut down. If I were FML right now, it's just it's FML. I don't know what to do. I'm hiding. I'm scared. Anytime I peek, anytime I hide, I can't really run. Still, oh, double lockdown. Double lockdown.
Yeah, once again, training that lockdown for lockdown. The thing is that, you know, abilities do still go through, though. It's not like that Astra where you can't shoot your utility through that. But Tarathiel right now caught out in heaven. But it's going to be a trade 2 for 2 players being detained. The thing is, if your players do get detained, the way you want to play out this KJ ultimate is you want to... actually, some teams, they actually use that detain as a bait. So you see the numbers, you see how many people get detained, and then you send the rest of your team on the hunt, or either to protect, just stand next to your teammate when the other team tries to go for those easy kills. That's when you make a move. Right now, 2v2. No! Ayumi picking up Catharsis. Does get taken out by Rue in exchange. So it's going to be Raze for Raze right here. Rue versus Neri switching to that pistol with that pistol shot round the corner. And Neri coming up clutch.
I have never seen, I mean, I don't want to call it too soon. I don't want to jinx. I don't want to do the caster's curse thing. But
don't you dare curse Alter Ego
I'm not
Celeste.
cursing. I'm not cursing.
Literally everyone watching is going to be like,
yeah.
Don't you dare.
There was a poll yesterday after our games.
Yeah.
A Celeste were the top 3rd favorite to win in the entire FSL Valorant Open playoffs. All right, they were top 3rd voted to be the favorite team. And I mean, just Neri is this super well-rounded player. I've never seen another player in FSL that is as strong as her. I mean, give her a Jet, give her Raze, give her an Op, give her a Rifle, give her a Bucky, and she still performs this well. Yumi and Tarathiel as well. Right now, they're just dominating this middle position. No one is able to contest it. They wall off the spike. Envious is trying to get her name into this. She gets a double kill, but they still need to retrieve the spike. It's all the way over into A. There is a wall in place as well. How do they take this one?
It's going to be difficult. Mirrors is really low. So 3v2, the fact that they do have the man advantage doesn't count as much just because Sage is going to have to wait. That self-heal has a really long CD. It's going to be about 40 seconds over. So we're about at the 45-second mark. Ayumi picking up Mirrors. Going to make this a 1v3. Jet also taken really low. Envious in there. Tough position right here. Is gonna get that good pickup off of Ayumi over at Vents when she peeks. It actually is doable just because Sage is so low. No!
Give me a moment.
Oh my god! She had the heal too. There was the. Oh my god! That is payback. It was either round 1 or round 2, or where she was over around the side there camping. Oh my god, and she didn't check. So this is just the revenge. I'm gonna camp in that corner. Then just wow.
That's the thing about end game middle positions. Anytime we are trying to push into mid during the late game time period, there are so many corners and boxes to hide around. It's very scary.
Ayumi was so confident in that shot. She didn't even actually use her dash. A lot of times you see Jets, they drop the op shot and they actually instantly dash. Regardless of whether they hit or not, a lot of times they left click and then they E. Like, it's just auto. So she had so much confidence in that she just stood there knowing she was going to get the kill.
It's confidence from her teammate as well. These girls have been playing since the very first FSL Open, since last year, and they haven't had a single roster change, I think. So they know each other's tendencies so well. She trusts Tarathiel to put that wall up for her so that she doesn't have to dash away. It's just amazing to watch these girls play. But right now, Femelle have a strategy of their own. They're playing a little bit faster. It's kind of disrupting Celestè a bit.
B is free!
B is free and they're hightailing it. Look at how fast they're pushing in. They know that they are using these Spectres and maybe even Phantoms to abuse the close range duels. It's going to be Rue to receive the first duel from Heaven. They might not check it. She's just going to spray, though. Gets distracted by Neri with her blast pack. Showstopper connects, and it's going to be the Operator and Spectre that comes into play. 1v1. Catharsis, no! So close! And Iceberg gets away with 4 points of health. The Vandal. Oh my god.
Iceberg winning that one off of the wall bang. But yeah, just really impressive stuff coming out from Celeste. We saw Inari with that showstopper. One thing that I noted when she did that was she actually shot her Q just into heaven. She didn't even look to see if it would connect. I mean, of course, she did pick up the kill, but I mean, that's just straight confidence. This girl is on fire right now. I've been talking about how, you know, she picks the Bucky. The thing is, I like how you said that, you know, she's just showing herself to be very well-rounded regardless of what kind of agent she's picking. Is it a duelist? Is it a sentinel? Is it more control? And she's just gonna shine. The thing is, Inari, I've been watching this girl for like 6 to 8 months. I actually would have said that, you know, her best gun is Sheriff because she's just so good at the Sheriff one-taps. Like, you put a pistol in this girl's hand, she will win you that pistol thrifty round. But I mean, she's just been showing so much in the last few days. It's just absolutely a privilege to watch.
Just, you said it all. It's a privilege right now. They're just asserting dominance over mid. Most of the time, if you're defending on split, you don't go this aggressive, but they're doing it anyway. And like you said, Sheriff, it's not an easy gun to play with. You know, you have to be so precise to the head to get that one-tap headshot kill. And she's able to make those plays work. How? I have no idea, but this is just how skilled she is. Catharsis now, because the wall drops, she will be able to take Inari down. Maybe evens up the odds a little bit, but at the same time, she has to worry about all the other AE Celeste players who are just as good. She's going to lurk around through her smoke. She jumps! And just like that, she gets smacked down by Tarathiel. Really unfortunate. It's a 2v4. It's not going to be easy for FML to push onto a site now.
Left.
Yeah, you can see KJ. She's over by mid, but they've only got about 2 minutes. Oh!
What?
Iceberg catching out mirrors. That means that KJ...
That sucks.
That was rough. I mean, her team was split, so they did have a numbers disadvantage at that point. So it's going to be difficult. But the thing is, you weren't even in a group at that point. You kind of know that most of the Celeste were living. A couple of them were at A, although towards the last like 20 seconds, so they kind of went on the hunt. So it's always going to be difficult in that sort of situation. But maybe if you get the sneaky plan down, you do get that extra 300 credits. Not really. It's something that maybe they could have prioritized, but regardless, they're going to be able to mostly buy out their rifles. They are really low in terms of eco though, so they're running 4 rifles, 1 Spectre, and they've only got about 100 to 200 credits each. So if they lose this round, they're going to have a really rough time going into match point.
Oh, and a Yumi with the operator. She's looking for more.
That's the thing with the operator, right? You don't even need to hit shot. You just need to be able to body shot. It's already lethal. I think body shots are 155, 150. It's 150 body shot, 255 to the hit. So absolutely overkill. I mean, even if you catch someone jumping, as long as you shoot their body, not the legs, but the body, it's going to be a one shot, 1 kill for you.
You have to be so accurate to be able to make it work, and every single one of these AE girls are just that strong. Headshots for days. I mean, not a single kill has been dropped yet. And now Tarathiel's going in again. Catharsis, she's trying to win out these duels, but she just can't. Even the wallbang was a headshot from Inari. 10-2 is the score at the end of the first half.
That was smartly played by Celeste, actually. The thing is, they don't play dumb. Like, they know what their strengths are, and sure, we see them whipping out Bucky every so often, but actually towards the end of that round, what they did was they double-peaked Catharsis at the end. So, I mean, for girls who are such good at shooting at Celeste, you would think, okay, maybe they're going to go for the 1v1. No, they were like, okay, we're both going to peek. We peek at ramps, we peek at long. We make sure, even if one of us dies, we still pick up Catharsis. So they're absolutely not giving Femelle any chance at all. I like what they're doing. You know, you're showing respect to the team that you're playing. So the way this game started, it was kind of even. I think the score was somewhere around like 3-2 at one point, but Celeste has just absolutely been able to snowball this going into the swap. We'll see if the swap makes things any better for Femelle. It's going to be a tall order though.
It certainly is. They're trying to contest mid right now, push Celeste off of this position. At the same time, I think Femelle might stand a better chance at winning more rounds on defense just by the fact that they have a double sentinel setup. They know how to play this. They play a very defensive style opposing Celeste, so it should be able to work out just as well. It's going to be a trade over by Mailroom, and right now Envious is spotted out. The player's pushing out of garage. She gets a spike drop. She gets a second headshot. She's going with the overheal, gets right-clicked in the face, but the damage has been done. 1v2 for Margot. What can she do right now?
1 versus 2. As I said, she's still got that one last smoke that she's going to put down kind of around default. She is going to pick up the spike, but that's going to give the sound cue over to the members of Femelle that spike hasn't been picked up. So they do know that she's here. They know that she's not planted yet. And she looks like she's going for the sneaky play. She knows that she's only got about 40 seconds. She doesn't have enough time to run over to A and plant. But Femelle are playing this super slowly.
Oh, it's the turret
That
that gets the kill.
Wow. Tower, please. Do you get it? Okay, so I'm pretty sure you still get the kill. Can you imagine if the tower picks up the kill and you get an assist?
No way, so the turret gets the kill on the scoreboard.
I would be so annoyed if that happens. Do you know how like sometimes you have that weekly or daily mission where it's like amount of damage you need to do, and I'm like, if I friendly fire my paint shell or showstopper on my team, does it count towards the damage mission?
No.
It doesn't.
No,
I've tried it.
Of course you have.
Not on purpose. Maybe by accident.
Maybe. But right now, we're taking a page out of Celeste's playbook.
Oh,
it's
she
the
loses.
Bucky.
She loses that trade though. She goes down to 19 health. Does have a Sage on her team, but isn't within range though for that heal. So Margot, meanwhile, it's gonna be mid. Ayumi with that little starter step right there doesn't catch out anyone over at B. Have an envious whiff. Oh, I love this spot. This is actually my favorite position to hold a shotgun. She does have
Crab
Spectre
walking.
this
They're crab
time.
walking.
They are.
What?
That's cute.
Oh! Envious? Wait, she died? Oh, I thought she had it. Oh my god, Ayumi. So they get the B side off of that one crab walking play. And right now it's going to be the 4v5 retake. They have automatic weapons, but how are they going to win this duel? They hear Ayumi. She has a Spectre now. Oh, this is not good. Femelle. Let's see if the Bucky will make some magic happen.
She actually tracked Ayumi through that spray perfectly, but I think it was through the smoke. But I think it was the spray that really was her downfall. Because if you just looked at crosshair placement, it looked like she was going to be able to pick up Ayumi right there. But unfortunately for Daidi right now, round the side. Page out of AE. Celeste's own book is going to pick up that one with the Bucky right now. 1v1, but KJ wins.
Right now.
Spike defuse, she doesn't have time, but Bucky Vengeance saves the day! It's okay, you might have lost a round, but just the fact that you got a Bucky kill, I'm happy.
I think she picked up a double on the Bucky that round. That was so well done. So first she tapped the bomb, and then that kind of forced the other KJ into that panic where she ran around the corner, and that was when she was like, you know, she's gonna be here. She just timed it. You just count 1, 2, boom, straight to the hit. That was so well played.
Shorty, Bucky,
Judge, yes.
Are we like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier fans right now or something? Like, you know,
is that
Bucky,
out
Captain
this
America.
week?
Yeah, I think it just came out yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh my god, everyone loves Bucky right now. K for Daddy's trying to do the same thing. Gets a nice kill. Quite the big damage on the opposing Killjoy as well. But Aneri's just gonna jump on the site. She gets Catharsis. No more smokes. K for Daddy, she drops the spike, gets a second kill. That's a triple 3v2 right now, and it's very winnable for FML.
Yeah, this might be what they need right here, but the plan is going to go down from Celeste. There's no one with that plan. And Neri, she's kind of behind that signboard right there, which is really making her open to wallbang, actually. But I think this is the round 2, round 3. This sounds going to be a damage. Different Margot, though, with that quick headshot. Over around to CT. It's going to be a 2v1. Can Reina make it happen this time? It is going to be envious. Oh, that's a shame. Because you're just saying, you know, if someone needs to come up big for the Femelle squad right now, it's got to be envious. You're just saying, you know, 1v1. She beat out that other Omen from Hades. The other time she killed her 9 times in that previous game. And, you know, we were saying all along that envious has such good shooting. I think pound for pound, she's probably one of the players on the Femelle squad that can definitely go toe to toe with the Celeste girls in terms of shooting. She's great at pistols as well. So if there's someone that really, you know, has to step up this time around, as you can see, she is the top frag for her team, but they're just going to be they're going to need to push just a bit more. We say that Catharsis coming up clutch before her squad picks up a kill onto Neri. He's trying to use that bot to zone, and he's getting hit a few times through that smoke with that shotgun, and Margot is gonna pick her up, and oh, it is 4v4, but Femelle, who else are they going to count on this time around?
Oh,
Match
nice.
Point, Mears.
Down B.
1v1ing Terrafio, so they know that they have control of the spike. It's going to be the second that AE Celeste try to pick up the spike, Femelle are going to hear it.
Oh.
This is great. This is exactly what Femelle need.
Absolutely perfect plays from Femelle right now. Catharsis, Envious. I mean, Envious might have died, but it gave away information. It was a very, very valiant play from AE Celeste to go for that push. I mean, they were trying to come up with a split B. They were applying pressure from garage and mid, but these Femelle girls held their own. Hit shots back to back. Perfect reactions, and they were just so quick, just reflexes. They saw Margot hiding by the corner, and Catharsis had that beautiful flick.
Yeah, and this puts
Do the same
Femelle
thing.
like
No!
in the best position they can have, because they actually have 5 rifles, and Celeste was forced to half buy.
Okay. Might be a half buy, but they've made it work before. They're gonna do it again. No, Mears.
I mean, no one needs a gun when you've got that raised
no!
showstopper, am I right? So, and Neri's gonna get one of the showstopper, picks up 2 off of the Bucky as well. Margot this time coming around the flank, over to Heaven. Bomb is ticking. They are gonna make it a 4v1. Catharsis needs to come out huge.
Oh,
Picks
no.
up 1. Can she pick up any more though?
She's so low.
Is she doing it?
She's
She's
so
down
low.
to 16. She's down to 16 health.
No.
Gets a shot out from Heaven. Was a valiant effort from her. You know, 1v3, she did pick up that double kill. But such nicely played from both these teams. And Celeste, we were saying they had to half buy into that round. I took a look at their eco right at the start of that. They had 1 Spectre, 1 Bucky, and 1 Judge. And that was not, I mean, that was a choice. But that was not because they could have bought Rifle. Like, they bought Judge. They had 0 credits at the end of that. Like, they were pretty much just saying, you know, our half buy is going to be Bucky and Judge, but they made it work. It was a choice. It's always a choice. 3 Bucky, that's definitely a choice.
The key phrase, it was a choice. It's kind of like that thing. I don't know if you're watching Disney Plus a lot, but just when Aneri buys a Bucky, I just picture her doing that like Agatha Harkness face, that, you know, the winky one, like,
Yeah.
I got a Bucky.
Breaking the 4th wall.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's in your team. Just they don't all chat. They just type into your team chat question mark question mark question mark.
But she makes it work. I say again, never seen such a well-rounded player. Whether it's a Bucky, a Sheriff, an Operator, or anything else, she makes it work. And not to mention our observers pointing out right now, thank you, Gubbins, it's going to be a Yuumi. Aneri might be the top fragger. She might be like the MVP overall. But 8 first bloods from a Yuumi, that definitely did help them secure that many rounds on defense and attack. It kept Femelle on their toes, and just because of these hyper-aggressive plays from the 2 duelists on AE Celeste, it's just so disruptive.
Yeah, I mean, Ayumi definitely proving that she can play entry frag.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
8 first bloods in a game that only had 21 rounds.
I think yesterday we saw 9.
We saw more. It was more than 50%. That was 9 in something like 16 rounds. That was a
Yeah.
really short game. So this is close, but it's like 40% or so of the rounds you get first blood, which is absolutely ridiculous considering the fact that you eco some rounds too. So you're actually like, you know, gun disadvantage. You're still picking up those first bloods. But of course, you know, huge props to the Femelle squad. We definitely don't want to count them out just yet. So they won the first game, dropped this game versus Celeste. We are playing a double elimination bracket. So it just means that they're going to drop down to the lower bracket. They will, of course, have their chance to fight their way back up for might be a Celeste rematch, or we will have to see how the later matches go. But the way that we've seen Celeste play, it definitely looks like they're front runners in this season.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I don't want to count FML out just yet. hashtag FML win in the chat, please. These girls are awesome. I mean, we might be a bit biased rooting for the home team, but they are just really, really amazing as well. I mean, Catharsis held her own. That one round where they were able to hold down mid and B Garage on their own. You know, AE Celeste, they were trying to push, they were trying to apply pressure, but they had so many hit shots. They were making every single shot count, FML, and I just, that was beautiful. If they can do that again, they can definitely beat Celeste. So hopefully they'll be able to make their way back to face off against AE Celeste. We'll have to see if that works off. But yeah, man, I mean, these two teams, I'm speechless for this match.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous game, guys. You want to check out even more of the action. You want to tune back in just a bit. We're going to go for a really short break before we come back for our next match, so don't go anywhere.